Woody Womack joined by Mike Farrell for his weekly picks. Mike, let's jump right into them. First game, App State traveling to Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina all the way up to number 15 in the polls. 5-point favorite at home. Who do you got?
I told you last time, and I'm going to continue it. I'm not betting against Coastal Carolina ever. If they make the playoff and play Alabama, I'm going to take them with the points after picking against them. Who's that against? Georgia Southern or something?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they won 55-3 or something like that. So the Coastal Carolina -5.5. App State already has a loss this year. Coastal Carolina is playing for everything as a top 15 team.
Florida going on the road to Vanderbilt, 31.5-point road favorites. Who you got?
I mean, that's a tough one. The way Kyle Trask is playing, they don't have Kyle Pitts, but they've got so many weapons. Vanderbilt's awful. They played their close game last week in losing to Kentucky. So I got Florida covering that spread. I think Trask is going to put up another 5 touchdowns and really take the lead for the Heisman.
Yeah, it's a huge number, but I'm with you. Vanderbilt has not really shown us anything. They made a late push to make it look close against Kentucky, but the game was sort of out of hand for most of the fourth quarter. Really one of the games of the week. We talked about this on our podcast. Indiana traveling to Ohio State, 20.5-point underdogs. Who you got?
That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Ohio State to cover. They're at home. I think they want to send a message to Indiana that, listen, you're a nice little upstart team. Penix can keep them in the game, but I'm going to go Ohio State plus the 3, lay in the 3 touchdowns here. Justin Fields and company probably win, 50-20, something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to take Indiana. I don't feel great about it, but, always a backdoor. If it by the old half point up to 21 there, I would say. Get to the key number. That's what they say in Vegas, right, Mike?
I'm horrible at that. I should always buy up. It tells me to buy up, and I never buy up, and I lose. But Ty Freifogel is your guy. If you're taking Indiana, he's going to have a big game. Look him up.
They got him, and they got Wap at wide receiver.
Yep.
So, yeah, that would be watch out for both those guys. UCLA traveling to Oregon. Oregon busting out the uniforms that I know you liked. Everybody seems to like them.
Awesome.
17-point favorites as Chip Kelly returns to Eugene for the second time, actually. Who you got?
Ducks. They're going to cover this. UCLA stinks. Chip Kelly returning. Mario Cristobal is going to want to make send a statement. I know they tend to run the ball when they get a lead, but Tyler shows look good so far. Those uniforms are amazing. I would look awesome in those. And Oregon is going to win by 28, maybe. I think it's just going to be a rout.
Yeah, are you efforting for a helmet already? Have you already?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no helmet addiction or problem whatsoever. But I saw those and I texted someone and I said, "Oh my God!" But I'm a dork. They're so cool looking. Did you see Noah Sewell talking to his brother about them?
I did not. No, I did not.
They're cool. It's a video. Watch it. It's cool. Oregon by 4 touchdowns.
BYU playing Northern Arizona at home. They're 48-point favorites.
Yeah. Take BYU. I don't know anything about North Alabama.
Is it North Alabama? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's North Alabama.
My bad. I said Arizona.
0-3. I don't know what their mascot is. It looks like a lion. Yeah, they're a lion. Take BYU. The Mormons are going to crush North Alabama.
Okay, I'll stick with you on that one since I didn't even know what school it was. Cincinnati, number 7 in the country, traveling to UCF. They are 6-point favorites. The line keeps going up there. Money pouring on Cincinnati. Who you got?
Always go against the money, they say, right? But I got Cincinnati because they've been blowing out everybody. And, Dylan Gabriel's got some really good numbers. He's got some weapons. They should be better than they are. But I just can't pick against Cincinnati because they're drumming everybody. So take Cincinnati -6.
I'm going to take UCF. It makes me a little nervous, like I said, the pro money coming in. But, I mean, these two teams play close every time, no matter what. So I also like the over in that game either way, because if Cincinnati wins, it's going to be because they scored a lot on UCF's terrible defense. So So I like the over there. It's only 63.5. Wisconsin traveling to Northwestern, 7.5 point favorites are the Badgers. What do you think?
You know, I'm going to go with Wisconsin. I mean, they look so good. Offensively, they destroyed Michigan. Michigan's not very good. Northwestern's a solid football team, 4-0, but I think they're a little overrated at 4-0. So go with Wisconsin. Land again. That's the hook. 7.5. It's a bad number. You shouldn't take Wisconsin, but I'm stupid and I will. I like Peyton Ramsey, but Wisconsin going to win by 10.
I'm gonna take Northwestern. Low over under there, just
Smart.
44. So
Smart.
keep an eye on that one as well. Kansas State traveling to Iowa State. It's an 11-point spread. Kansas State had a lot of problems with COVID people being out. They got a lot of guys entering the transfer portal. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I'm done with Kansas State. I took Kansas State as my lock of the week, didn't I? Against West Virginia, they got drubbed. The quarterback situation is a nightmare. Brock Purdy's okay. Brees Hall's great. I like Iowa State by 14 probably, so they're going to cover that 11.
I'm going to take the Cats because Iowa State is the most overrated team every season for the last 5 years. Kentucky traveling to Alabama. Alabama, a 30-point favorite, a big number. What do you think, Mike?
Alabama. I don't even have to explain that, right?
Now I'm taking Alabama too, like them in the first half over, first half line there as well.
Kentucky can't score. Thanks, Alabama.
Tennessee traveling to Auburn. Auburn, an 11-point favorite. Tennessee on a 4-game losing streak. They got their game canceled last week. What do you think?
I'm going to take Tennessee here, and I know it's not a popular pick. They're probably going to start Harrison Bailey. He's going to have some problems, obviously, but Auburn just plays down to their opponents. They just do. So I think Auburn wins, but they're not going to win by more than 10.5.
Yeah, I like Tennessee as well. Remember, they won at Auburn 2 years ago, I believe, when everyone assumed they were going to lose. Jared Garantano had a really good game, and they went down there and won. So I definitely like the Vols to cover, at least. I don't know about win, but cover. Liberty traveling to NC State. No respect for Liberty. Underdog once again, 3.5 points. What do you think, Mike?
Absolutely take Hugh Freeze and the religious folks at Liberty. They're going to cover and win.
You finally wised up. I've been telling you every week.
I get stupid, and then I finally learn. It takes me like 3 weeks to learn, but I'm learned. Hugh Freeze, the potentially next coach at South Carolina, is going to win another ACC game outright.
All right, next game we got a lot of games this week. Bedlam, Oklahoma hosting Oklahoma State, 7-point favorite for the Sooners.
I'm going to take the Sooners. I think their offense is coming together. I think they're starting to play. Rattler's becoming a leader. It's tough for me to take them. Again, 7 is a sucker line, but Oklahoma State's offense has been really underachieving all season long, and I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
I'm with you. I'm sticking with Oklahoma. I just don't think Oklahoma State can score enough points to hang around with them. Mississippi State going to Georgia. JT Daniels debut finally. We've been waiting for them to do it. They're 24.5-point favorites. What do you think?
Mississippi State's going to cover. Georgia will win. Listen, this is JT Daniels' first game in over a year, or longer than that. He's coming off an injury. The offense isn't very explosive. They'll be able to run the ball, move the ball. Mississippi State will put up some garbage points and cover the 24.5. Georgia will win, but not by more than 3 touchdowns.
And Mississippi State is so bad that my instinct is Georgia's going to kill them. But I mean, Georgia's had injuries in the secondary. They've given up some long passes this year. And you don't know what you're going to get. And they might just run the ball like they did against Kentucky. They won the game 14-3, a game you figured they would have won, by 30. So I'm with you. I'm taking Mike Leach. USC traveling to Utah. Utah, 3-point home underdog.
Yeah, take Utah here. I don't believe in USC. They should have lost to Arizona State. They should have lost to Arizona. Clay Helton he should be fired. Utah is a tough team to play at home. I know that the home field advantage doesn't matter much in COVID, but take Utah to probably win outright. I would say this would be the one game that USC loses.
Yeah, a lot of depth issues at linebacker for the Trojans as well, and they have not been impressive. Utah, fresh. They haven't been doing anything. They haven't played a game yet.
Very fresh.
So
Yeah. Been
I'll
training all year for this.
take Utah there. If you're watching on Twitter, be sure, if you made it this far in the video, check out our feed. You'll see Mike's lock of the week. All right, Mike, lock of the week time. We saved it for a real game of the week that everyone can't wait to see. Clemson traveling to Florida State. What is the line officially? 35 and a half.
35 and a half. Clemson favored at Florida State, if you could believe that. I think it's the most a team has been favored over Florida State in their ACC history, or at least at home in ACC history. Trevor's back, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, Clemson's going to make a statement. They've struggled the last couple of games, and people are starting to question them. Obviously, they lost to Notre Dame. They struggled against BC. They're going to absolutely motorboat Florida State and win this game. This could be like 66-10.
Well, let's hope I think you were looking for boat race, not motorboat. I don't hope.
Oh, well, motorboat was on my mind, so let's go boat race.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take Clemson also. You know, Clemson destroyed Georgia Tech, and if you remember, Georgia Tech beat Florida State. So, you know, that story came out. Did you read that story about the Seminoles from ESPN?
Yeah, about all the problems and the dysfunction and all that.
Yeah, it was not ideal. They got a lot of defections. Not a good week. So I'm with you. So hopefully Mike's locks only one of 3 on the year. So that's a disclaimer.
Boat race.
Yeah, boat race, not motorboat. We both
could do both. They can do what they want.
It was like Clemson. All right. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.